And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Up top, Durant, defended by Murray. That doesn't go either for Durant. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. The deep three from Levine. And another miss by Sacramento. Fires for three. And that's good. Kevin Durant for three.
Yeah, with KD, that's automatic.
Timeout call, Sacramento.
Up next, the Thunder taking on the Trail. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting story. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Thunder. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Trailblazers, 4.5 games behind.
And, you know, for the Thunder, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Deni Avdija. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Well, here we are, Stan, beginning of the season. Certainly, what has stood out to you so far in these early days?
Well, Kevin, there's certain guys around the league you can already see who have worked hard and made improvements. To their game in the off-season. Now they're just going to have to be able to sustain those improvements and make adjustments when defenses start to figure them out.
And that's the run. That's the tough part of this whole thing.
Adjustments never stop. We go back and forth and back and forth.
It's stolen by Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his... Second bucket of the game to go.
Such a sharp defensive player. Dort pressures the ball and then forces the turnover.
Outside Williams. Back to Henderson. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Sharp against Dort. Clock at 6. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Deni Avdija, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdija is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Holmgren the screen. Floats it up for Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over for that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Here's Henderson. He just could not put it together in that loss to Atlanta. Outside, Avdia. From outside, off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. And Coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Wallace has checked in for the Thunder. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons has checked in. Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. Last game, 26 points. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, you...
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they've split their first 2 games in the NBA Cup. They have a 1-1 record in the group stage.
This is a giant one for them in the Cup. If they lose, they're pretty much out. If they win, then it comes down to the final group stage.
And then, looking at where Houston stands, this is a huge game for them in the NBA Cup. They're 2-0. A win tonight gets them close to the knockout round.
Oh, yeah, B.A. If they can win this one on the road, a 3-0 record means you've got 1 foot in the knockout round. But if they get a loss, they'll probably need help to get out of the group.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the center position, locking down the middle. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Green to 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And hey, look, Green can make threes, especially from a shorter corner area.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts. We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
Green against Edwards. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand.
Try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to Gobert. Conley with the ball. Edwards a screen on Van Vliet. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they've been one of the more exciting teams in the league this year, besting most of their opponents by a healthy margin.
Yeah, not many close games for them this year. When they win big. That kind of dominance has made them feared by the rest of the league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Thanks for that, Allie. Green against Edwards. Randall inside. Pass to Edwards. Over Green. Minnesota again missing.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It Shams the Magic last year with their highest win total in over a decade. They were fun to watch. Had some money to spend over the summer as well.
The Magic knew they were in a good spot heading into free agency with all that cap space, and they wanted to build around the young core that landed them the 5th seed.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Clint Capella.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort. Who knows? But that's something that needs to change.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Lyle. Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Outside Young. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Okogie. It's Bridges on the wing. Ball right side. Shot clock at 5. And given LaMelo Ball is... 6'7". How does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
LaMelo Ball, a guy who is so unique in terms of his frame and the game, but boy, the potential is limitless.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late. Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Here's Rizachet, and it's rejected.
Boy, the raw athleticism and then the instincts of Josh Okogie to get up and send that shot back.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Ball against Young. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Now the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Young, the pass to Johnson. Back to Young. Launches a 3. Williams grabs the board. And here's Ball, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. To the middle. Stolen by Young. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Oh, Williams with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Here's Young. His last outing, he had 18 points. Outside Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
The big challenge for the Hornets in recent years has been just staying healthy, Doris.
You're right, B.A., and I think that's the extra frustrating part because there are some quality